Hey everyone, I'm Norn Queen Alexis and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Adeptus Sororitas rules. I gotta say, I did get a quick glimpse at these while I was slacking off at work. And yeah, sisters are really good. So I was wrong. Mostly. We'll get into it. They feel more like a melee army, in my opinion, going into this. But we're gonna go into this thinking about 10th edition and how all of the armies have changed in 10th edition with the knowledge of seeing a lot of those changes. So I'm not going to be comparing it a lot to 9th edition, except for playstyle. And that's really it. And I'm going to try to keep my bitching to a minimum. I'm going to try. So let's dive right into it. The Adeptus Sororitas. I am going to do this though. Let's just do this. Okay, so gaining miracle dice is at the start of each of your turns, at the start of each turn, and if an Adeptus Sororitas unit from your army is destroyed. So right off the bat, really good. So each time an Adeptus Sororitas army from your army is destroyed. That's pretty good. Considering that sisters tend to sacrifice themselves a lot, I love it. I hate this piece of artwork so much. It could be so much better. Like, I get the look, but goddamn does it look like she was hit in the face with a shovel. Anyway, performing acts of faith. Roughly the same. We're not going to get too deep into this, but needless to say, you make a pool of miracle dice, and then you can use one of them for any roll. If your roll is 2 dice, I think you use 2 dice for it. Yeah. Instead of rolling 2d6, take a unit's battle shock. You could use 1 dice from your miracle pool. Oh, it's just 1. For the value of it is 4, and the battle shock test would be determined by rolling 1d6 and adding 4 to it, i.e. d6 plus 4. So yeah, it's just 1d6 now, which is really good. And I think it's once per phase. Let's just read it. Before making a dice roll for your model or unit from your army, with an Act of Faith ability. So we do have to make sure that they have the Acts of Faith ability. If you have 1 or more dice in your miracle pool, then that unit can perform an Act of Faith. If it does, select 1 of the dice from your miracle dice pool to substitute for that dice roll. We're not going to read all of that. The dice that is being substituted is not rolled. Instead, the value of the selected miracle dice is used. Yep. Each miracle dice can only be selected for substituting once. Once all miracle dice are substituted, have been made, remove the chosen miracle dice from your miracle pool and roll the remaining unsubstituted dice that are part of the dice roll. You can only use miracle dice when performing an act of faith in any of the following types of dice roll. Blep. So yeah, that's how miracle dice work. And then Blood of the Martyr is literally Martyred Lady, and if you're under your starting strength, you add 1, which is really good. Each time an Adeptus Sororitas model from your army makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll if that model's unit is below its starting strength, and add 1 to its wound roll if that... Well, hi, Kovu. Are you getting commentary as well? Yes? Okay, well, Kovu has joined me, my cat. Add 1 to the wound roll as well, if this model is below half strength. For the purposes of this ability, if unit... yada yada yada. Okay. So this is actually ridiculously good for shooting or assault army. And I always thought Martyred Lady could go both ways. I think they're really good. I want this giant tank in the background. I just want this thing. Give me a land crawler with a fortress on it. I want this. It'll make me very happy. Okay, so Adeptus Sororitas, how... Do you mind, Kofu? You're just going to be a pain in the ass? Okay, so let's just get into their stratagems. Their stratagems are probably the best that I've read so far. And I have an extreme bias. So take that with a grain of salt. One Adeptus Sororitas character from your army that was just destroyed. You can use the stratagem on them even though it was just destroyed. Thanks for clarifying that. Discard 1 to 3 miracle dice and they come back with that remaining amount of wounds. You cannot select St. Celestine as a target for the stratagem. Funny enough, I think you can select Morvenn Vahl for this, and she could just come right back. Let me double check that. Can she? Is she a character? She is. I was just checking to make sure she's not a vehicle non-character. So yeah, you can use this on Morvenn Vahl, which is ridiculous. You can also use this on Canonesses, which is where you're mostly going to be using it. Canonesses in this edition are just not going to die. Like, you're probably never losing your Canoness. She's always going to be there. Suffering and Sacrifice. Until the end, 1 Adeptus Sororitas Infantry or Adeptus Sororitas Walker unit from your army. Until the end of the phase, each time an enemy model within engagement range of this unit selects targets, it must select your unit as the target of its attacks. This is crazy because you can combine this with this and force somebody to attack Morvenn Vahl. Even if Morvenn Vahl dies, you can just bring it right back. Like, it is kind of crazy. Oh, right, I'm sorry. It's Divine Intervention. I skipped all the way down to here. I don't know how that happened. Light of the Emperor. 1 Adeptus Sororitas unit from your army that is below starting strength. Okay. Until the end of the turn, your unit can ignore any and all modifiers to its characteristics and or to any roll or test made for it, excluding modifiers to saving throws. This is kind of just, I'm gonna hit you on a 3+ no matter what, or 2+ no matter what, even if you pop smoke or do anything. It's just good. It's not great. It's not one that I will be using all the time, but it's pretty good for, like, it's just decent. It's just good. Holy Rage. 1 Adeptus Sororitas unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the wound roll. This is insane. This is going to be how you kill tough targets in close combat. This is how your Repentia are going to slash through things. To the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack. Yeah, this is just good. Yeah. Spirit of the Martyr. I think I switched all the way down to this one. And this one's really good. Fight phase just after an enemy unit is selected as a target. Is this one... when? Just the fight phase. Okay. Fight phase just after an enemy unit is selecting its targets, and then 1 Adeptus Sororitas unit from your army that was selected as the target of the attack. Until the end phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, if that model has not fought this phase, do not remove it from play. The destroyed model can fight after the attacking model's unit has finished making attacks and is then removed from play. God, that was a tongue twister for me. So you can combine Holy Rage with Spirit of the Martyr and just have your Repentia demolish whatever they're touching. So really, really easy combos in here. You're going to be using this on all of your melee units. Like, this is going to be on Sacrosancts. This is going to be on your Nundums. That's pretty much all of your melee units. Your Canoness. Which is really funny that you can actually target both of these onto your Canoness that has joined a unit. Speaking of, which unit can a Canoness join? We gotta read that. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack... you select the target for its attacks. This is... You can throw this onto a... one of the better uses for this is to throw it onto a single Penitent Engine. Like if your opponent is swinging with Berserkers, just target one... Penitent Engine with all of the attacks. Each time an enemy model within engagement range of your unit is selected, unit selects targets, it must select your unit as the target for its attacks. Yeah, you can just use this to make a Khorne Berserker unit just target a penitent engine over like one girl. Okay, moving on to the last one. Rejoice the Fallen. Your opponent's shooting phase just after an enemy unit has resolved its attacks. One Adeptus Sororitas unit from your army that had one or more of its models destroyed as a result of a shooting attack. As a result of the attacking unit's attacks. I want to say it's shooting attacks, but just its attacks. Your unit can shoot as though it were your shooting phase, but it must target only the enemy unit when doing so, and can only do so if the enemy unit is an eligible target. So, funny enough, I think it's at the end of their has resolved its attacks. So if you lose like one sister, you could just full volley right back at them and kill something that kills you. All of these stratagems are like insanely good. Except for like, I think the worst one is the Light of the Emperor, and it's really good. Like, all of them are good. So now we get the enhancements. Adeptus Sororitas model only. When the bearer is destroyed, you gain an additional D3 miracle dice. I think this one is going to be the worst, and that is in quotes, by the way, because it's really good. Adeptus Sororitas model only. Add 1 to the attack characteristics, strength, and damage characteristics of the bearer's melee weapon. If the bearer has lost 1 or more wound, add 2 to the attack, strength, and damage characteristic. This is going to be for a butcher Canoness. This is a melee Canoness. This is a Canoness running around with Sacrosancts, just wanting to murder everything in her path. This one's more like on something. Yeah, just on whatever. Adeptus Sororitas model only at... Which one is this? This is the Litanies of Faith. it became an ability. An enhancement. Model only. At the end of your command phase, if the bearer is on the battlefield, you can re-roll 1 miracle die from your miracle dice pool and return it to your miracle dice pool. This is insane. When doing so, if the bearer has lost 1 or more wounds or is in a unit that is below half strength, you can re-roll up to 3 miracle. Holy shit. God damn, these are good. I don't know which one. I like both. This one is better. Like, this one is hands down better. You put this on a character in the back and you just keep re-rolling your miracle dice. Or you put it on a character that's running up in the front and you just resurrect her with the stratagem, and then she can just get 3 miracle dice re-rolled every turn. Canoness or Palatine model only. Each time an attack is allocated to the bearer, change the damage characteristic to 1. This is going to make the unkillable Canoness. This Canoness can run into a goddamn Swarm Lord and kill it. I kind of wish you could put 2 enhancements on one model. I think you only get 2. I can't remember right now, but I know that they can't be on the same model. But yeah, you could have a Canoness that just does not die. So then we go into Morvenn Vahl. Morvenn Vahl is such a sweet fucking model. I love her model so much. I love the Nundums. They are peak 40k ridiculousness. Where instead of building around the person, they just built up the shoulder pads. It makes no practical sense whatsoever, and it's really stupid. I absolutely love it. The Nundums are great. So this is her Heavy Bolter. It has Sustained Hits 1 now. For 3 attacks at 36-inch range, Ballistic Skill 2 plus Strength 6. It is not heavy. That's an interesting note. AP minus 1, 2 damage. It's a Heavy Bolter. It's probably not going to do too much right away, but it does have an ability to become really good, where it gets 6 shots. But we'll get to that. And then we have the Paragon Missiles. I kind of wish more Paragon Warsuits can get missiles. I think they can. I'm not sure. I don't remember Paragon Warsuits. I remember they were bad for like 2 editions and no one played them. And by no one, I mean I have 9 of them just chilling. So the missile launcher is 2 shots, Ballistic Skill 2 plus, Strength 9, AP minus 2, D6 each. This is pretty good. It feels exactly the same, which is good. It was good last edition. It's good now. Then she has her spear has devastating wounds. Ooh. That makes me happy. 5 attacks, so you're probably not going to get that devastating wound, but just in case, you might be able to get it with this. But we'll get to that. Okay, I think my computer freaked out for a second. I will have to check the recording, but anyway, yeah. So I was really hoping for Strength 12, but Strength 8 is okay. I at least wanted Strength 10, so she's not wounding rhinos on a 5, but it is what it is. She's not meant for that anyway. She's an infantry killer. All right. So, while this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll and reroll the wound roll. She leads Paragon Warsuits. Yeah, I was right. That's pretty good. That's really good. You can make a little Death Star with her. Once per battle in your command phase, this model can use this ability. If it does so until the start of the next command phase, add 3 to the attack characteristics of the Heavy Bolter and the Spear. Just saying. Just saying. That's really good. Alrighty. So, I like her. I like her a lot. I like that she leads Paragon Warsuits. I was kind of hoping for... no, because this is good enough reroll. So if I'm going to take her, I'm going to take my Paragons for once. Which is really funny. Okay, now we got the Canoness. The Canoness has lost a wound. That's fine. Oh yeah, what's her OC? OC of 2. Okay. 6+ leadership. Canoness at 7+ leadership. I don't like that. Toughness 3 because GW hates women. That's a joke. Don't get mad at me. Fucking dude bro's getting mad. Let's see her weapons. The bolt pistol is a bolt pistol. We don't care about that. The brazier of holy fire is finally a weapon. Can finally shoot. The bearer can only shoot with this weapon once per battle, and it's pretty decent. One shot ignores cover torrent. That's really good. Condemner bolt gun, anti-psyker 2+, devastating wounds, precision, and rapid fire. That would be really, really cool if it wasn't a shitty gun. Inferno pistol. There it is. This is the gun I'm going to be using. All of my Canoness. Plasma pistol unless you have to. So we got the Blessed Blade. 3 attacks with it, 4 attacks with a power weapon, and 5 attacks with a chainsword. I'm going to probably bring this anyway. Blessed Blade is 2+, all of them 2+. Strength 6, which is the highest strength. AP -2, 2 damage. Yeah, you can make this insane, but you could also make the chainsword insane. Ooh. All of these are really good with that one enhancement on the Canoness. Okay, lead the Righteous. While this model is leading a unit, each time that model in that unit makes an attack, you can re-roll the hit roll. Okay, that's solid. Can't complain about that. That's always good. Once per battle at the start of any phase, this model can use this ability. If it does so until the end of the phase, this model has a 2+ once per battle. Has a 2+ invulnerable save. Yeah, your Canoness is not going anywhere. You could just tank wounds on her all day. Like, she has a 4-up invo save. She's got an ability to come back to life. She has this. She's not going anywhere. Then we got the Null Rod. Has a 4+ feel no pain against psychic attacks. Each time an attack is made against the bearer, blah, 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 blah. And 4+ you gain. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to take the Rod of Office. Let's see if I can take the combination that I want. This model's Bolt Pistol can be replaced with Inferno Pistol. Blessed Blade. There we go. I already replaced the Chainsword. And this model is equipped with a Plasma Pistol. I'm not gonna equip the Plasma Pistol. That's stupid. Yeah, I like the Canoness. Really solid. The Palatine. Okay, so far so good. 4-up invo. Scout. What? I'm sorry. I gotta check this. Did she have any other ability? Deadly Demise 1 and Leader. I was not expecting Scout. Hi, hello. Oh, who can the Canoness join? Battle Sister Squad and Sacrosancts. Who can you join? Novitiates. Novitiates are in here. Wow, that is actually solid. This is big. Holy shit. Okay. I was not expecting that. She has a bolt pistol, plasma pistol, and then her shitty power sword. Her power sword is only strength 4. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's 4 attacks with it. It's really good. While this model is leading a unit, weapons equipped by the models in that unit have lethal hits ability. Well, that's pretty good. You could blast something with storm bolters. Wait, does she lead Dominions? Yeah, you could just blast something with storm bolters and hope for the best. Rapturous Blow. Each time this model's unit is selected to fight, you can discard 1 miracle dice. If you do so, then until the end of the phase, each time a melee attack made by this model specifically, scores a wound, that target suffers 1 mortal wound. Oh. Each time this model's unit is selected to fight, you can discard 1 miracle dice. Okay, so it's only once. So it's 1 free mortal wound. That's pretty good. Just a free mortal wound? I'll take it. Okay, so... Ooh. I could get Sacrosancts up an extra 6 inches. I can get Novitiates up 6 inches. I can get Dominions might actually have Scout. I assume that Dominions are going to have Scout. They've always had Scout. Okay, I am thinking of combos with this. I actually think I like putting Sacrosancts into a Rhino with her and just riding up, and then them having lethal hits, which is insane because that means your Sacrosancts are going to automatically wound, which might be better than the Canoness leading them. Because the Canoness is only giving them reroll hit rolls. Can a Canoness and her join a unit, possibly? No? Damn. I was really hoping that she was a lieutenant and had that ability. Oh. Can you... No, there's no way to cheese it. I really like the Palatine. Palatine is really good. Oh, it's Junith. Hi, Junith. How are you doing? Twin Ministorm Heavy Flamers. They're strength 6. AP -1, 1 damage, 12 inches. Only D6. Oh, they're twin linked. Okay, so rerolls to wound. Ignores cover and torrent. Not bad. The Mace of Castigation. 4 attacks. Strength 6. AP -. This is a good weapon. The Demise 1. Leader. Acts of Faith. Oh yeah, we have to make sure that they have Acts of Faith. I know that that's a weird thing, but we have to make sure of that. When this model is leading a unit, you can lead a unit, that's good to know. Each time an attack targets this unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Fuck, why are all of these abilities good? If this model is on the battlefield at the start of your command phase, you gain 1 CP. So you can gain 2 CP a turn and 1 miracle dice. But is that better? The Palatine so far is really good. I really like the Palatine. I like her too. But she's not as good anymore. What units can you lead? It's kind of weird that you can lead Sacrosancts. I assume that every character is going to be able to lead Sacrosancts except for Celestine. Are you an epic hero? You shouldn't be. You should just be... Yeah, you're just a hero. Oh, you do have fly. Okay, so Junith is kind of just okay. Like, if she could join a different unit, I think it would be good. What? We actually kept a missionary? Hi, buddy. Was not expecting. Holy pistol. It's got 3 shots. The Ministorm shotgun. They gave him his shotgun back. Holy shit. Good job, buddy. I was not expecting to see you. Was leading have sustained hit 1. Okay, so additional hits. Do you have the ability to join? Oh, damn it. Each time this model makes a melee attack, unless this model's unit is battle shook, you can re-roll the hit roll. Oh, Each time this model makes a melee attack. Okay, so just him. But giving sustained hits isn't bad. It's additional hits. You could give that to a good squad and get a bunch of hits with it. Melee weapons only. I don't know. Oh, you could throw them with some Marcoflagellants. Or, Crusaders are still here. Good. You could throw them with some Crusaders. You can also do Acts of Faith. That makes sense. I mean, giving Crusaders a bunch of free hits. Or Sister Novitiates with sustained hits. Ooh, I gotta check that out. Celestine. Alright, I was really excited to see her in here, and I'm not disappointed. 12-inch movement, toughness 3, should be toughness 4, but, you know, that's just me. Save 2+, wounds of 5. I don't like her having 5 wounds. The little girls have 2. Leadership 6. Celestine and Gemini have 1 each. I don't think she can join a squad. Holy shit, she can join a squad! Oh. Well, shit. Okay. I was not expecting that. Alright, so the power weapons are strength. These are actually pretty good. That's 6 attacks with them, and then 5 attacks with devastating wounds, but only 2 damage apiece. Okay, and then the Ardent Blade ignores cover and has Torrent, an AP -2, and only 1 damage. Really good, not great. Her weapons are really good. While this unit contains a Celestine model, which I think is or Celestine model, in your command phase, if this unit is below its starting strength, destroy one model. One destroyed model is returned to the unit. If she is leading a unit, you could bring back another Seraphim or Zephyrim. Just saying. She could bring back a Seraphim or a Zephyrim. Fuck, how do I want to build this army? While this unit contains 1 or more Gemini models, Celestine has the following: Feel No Pain 4+. Holy crap, Celestine is going to survive most things. The first time this unit, Celestine model, is destroyed, roll d6. At the end of the phase, on a 2+ Celestine's model, back up on the battlefield as close as possible to with its full wounds remaining. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god, she's insane. Yo, what is up with this book being good at killing, like, infantry? Yeah, this book is going to kill infantry. Holy shit, if one of her Geminis just die, the unit of Seraphim have +1 to hit. And she could just bring it right back. Oh my god, she's really good. Seraphim. Okay. We've seen this before, so I'm not going to waste too much time on the Triumph of St. Catherine. It's fucking insane. It's really good. You're going to throw it in a Battle Sister squad. I did not expect that at all. God damn. Oh my god. It's so good. Like, this is just really, really good. I don't know what to do. Like, I have good choice. Like, all of my characters are good. It just really depends on how many points they are. But we've gone over this Triumph. It's really good. Oh, hey, Ethereal Stern. I was really hoping you would be put in the Agents of the Imperium book, but here you are. 8-inch movement. Okay, so you're fast. Do you have fly? You don't have fly. Oh, that's a shame, considering you turned fucking Super Saiyan in your book. Toughness 3, save 3+, save 6+ for him. 5 wounds, 3. So you do have 5 wounds. That's pretty good. Okay. So you got a bolt pistol. You got your anti-chaos precision weapon, which is pretty good. And the outcast weapon. Wow, that's the name you went with. It's pretty decent. 6 attacks with it, though. That's insane. Deep Strike, fights first, lone operative. Fuck, that lone operative makes her good. Holy Judgment. At the start of your shooting phase, select one enemy unit within 12 inches invisible to add through a turn. That unit must take a leadership test, subtracting 2 from the result if it is a chaos unit. If the test is failed, the enemy unit suffers 3 mortal wounds. Just a free 3 mortal wounds. It's her smite. She doesn't have Psyker. She does have Demonifuge. Oh, that's... Yeah, they called her the Demonifuge. Okay, that's cool. Mysterious Savior, you can target this with Heroic Intervention for free. It's really good. She can't join any units, obviously. We're barely through this codex, and every character is good. I honestly think the worst character is the Canoness, and she's good. Okay. Artificer Crafted Stormbolter, Rapid Fire 2. We've seen this. It's no AP. There's Strength 9 on the Meltagun, Ministorm Flamer, Ministorm Heavy Flamethrower, Multi-Melta. Yep. Heavy Melta 2. But we are going to subsidize the wounding on 5s with Miracle Dice. Once per battle. If this unit has performed an act of faith, you gain 1 Miracle Die. That's really good. You're just going to burn up all of these turn 1. Well, after it performs an act of faith, you're going to do it. At the end of your command phase, each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army within... Yeah, you're going to gain Miracle Dice like crazy with them. I'm wondering if you could take 5. No, they're only in units of 10 now. I don't like that. Though they do have close combat weapons now, which is pretty good. And they only have power weapons, which the power weapon is okay. So, the Sister Superior's bolt gun can be replaced with one of the following. Take an Inferno Pistol. I don't like this combi weapon. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't like it. Also, I love how they're just like, yeah, everything's on the card. Except for all of this stuff. But it is what it is. I mean, I might take an Inferno Pistol on this girl. Just because. It depends on points, obviously. Usually my Sister Superiors go with no war gear. And just go into the battle with just a chainsword. So if the war gear is free, then I'm going to take a power weapon and I'm going to take an Inferno Pistol. If not, I'm going to take the combi weapon. 1 Battle Sister's bolt gun can be replaced with the following. Oh, okay, so here's how you get the second one. Okay, that's not bad then. And that is going to be hitting on a 4. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to double check that the heavy weapons are hitting on 4s. Yeah, I'd probably just take 2 Meltaguns and hit on 2s with them. 1 Battle Sister equipped with a bolt gun can be equipped with the Simulacrum Imperialis. And I think that that's this time. Each time a unit is destroyed by the bearer's unit, you gain 1 Miracle Dice. Which you're going to want the Simulacrum Imperialis on everything. Overall, I like Battle Sisters. I think they're good. They lost a Meltagun, which is fine. It's not bad. You have 2 Meltaguns. That's good enough. Especially with the sheer amount of Miracle Dice you're going to be gaining from them. Because what you want with your sisters is you want them to just either start picking on or pick off a unit. You don't want them to be the one to, like, engage in, like, prolonged fire, hoping, like a full unit of Tactical Marines. Let's go with, actually, no one plays Tactical Marines. A full unit of Primaris Marines. You're going to be shooting it with other things in your army and then try to finish it off with your sisters. Just so your Battle Sisters, just so you get that extra Miracle Dice. All right, Novitiates. These girls were insanely busted last edition. They had 90-something attacks. They were so good. They downed Terminators like they were nothing with sheer wave tactics. So let's see if they're any good. Novitiate melee weapon is 2 attacks, so they're already worse. Yeah, they're already worse. Okay, so it used to have AP -1, which would go to AP -2, which was really good. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, reroll hit rolls of 1. If the target of the attack is an enemy unit within range of an objective marker, you can reroll the hits instead. Okay, so reroll 1s, and then if they're on an objective, you reroll everything. You can reroll advance and charge rolls made for the bearer, and then you gain a miracle dice. I don't like them. All right, let's see how they butchered my girls. The Novitiate Superior's bolt pistol and bolt gun can be replaced with one of the following. You replace it with a power weapon, or maybe a plasma pistol if you're feeling daring. One System Novitiate's auto gun can be replaced with one Sacred Banner. The Sacred Banner is the other banner that they have. One System Novitiate's auto gun can be... What are they armed with? Auto gun, pistol, and close combat weapon. They ruined my girls. Up to 2 Novitiates can replace their autoguns with 1 Midstorm Flamer. Any number of System Novitiates can have their autoguns and close combat weapons replaced with Novitiate melee weapons. Wow. Okay, so you're going to replace them all with melee weapons, except for maybe 2 with Flamer. And the Novitiate, it's only 2 attacks. Oh, it's so bad. They're so bad now. And they're only in units of 10. Oh, Novitiates. Well, I have a whole bunch of Eschers that I get to repaint. All right, these 2, I gave these guys away last edition. But let's go ahead and read what they do. They have their staff and thing. Their weapon is pretty good, the blade. Is leading a unit. Melee weapons equipped by that. Oh, fuck. What do you lead? Fuck, why are Sacrosancts looking so good? Wait, is it just melee weapons? Melee weapons equipped by models in that unit have devastating wound. Oh, why are Sacrosancts so good this edition? Holy shit. I'm going to be running 30 Sacrosancts. And just a whole bunch of characters with them. Okay. Is part of a unit each time that unit performs an act of faith. The result of the miracle dice used for the first is improved by 1. Holy shit, they're so good. They're so good. They are insanely good. They are legit insane. Fuck. Oh my god, I gave them away and they're so good. Oh, damn. Okay. But they're leaders. Alright, so it's an HQ essentially. Fuck, why are... Oh my gods. Oh, this book is annoying me. This book is annoying the shit out of me. Wait, leader doesn't mean HQ. It just means they can join a unit. Okay. Holy shit, I'm going to be taking so many characters. They're so good. Like, I keep looking at this. Sacrosancts. Sacrosancts are going to be my go-to unit this edition. Like, if the rule of 3 isn't there, I'm probably going to go buy 3 more units of Sacrosancts. Okay, the Amagifier. She has a close combat weapon, which is pretty nice. Litanies of Deeds. Each time you gain a miracle dice as a result of a friendly that destroys this unit being destroyed, if that unit was destroyed within 12 inches of this model, you can re-roll the result of that miracle dice. That's pretty good. That's okay. While this model is leading a unit, that unit has a 4+ invo save. Fuck. What the shit? While this model is leading a unit of Sacrosancts, models in that unit have a save characteristic of 2+. Wait, they don't have a save characteristic of 2+ then. Okay, what do they have then? This model can be attached to a Battle Sister squad, even if a Canoness, Palatine, or Junith has already been attached to it. Okay, so if you toss her into a Battle Sister squad, she can join it. But you want her with Sacrosancts because of her first ability. Or her second ability. Well, this unit is leading... No, you want her... I don't know where you want her. I'd honestly throw her with Dominions just for that Invo save. Yeah, just get that Invo save on Dominions with Meltaguns. Holy shit. I was so wrong about this book. Like, I couldn't be more wrong. Like, this book is just a giant middle finger to me saying you're wrong. And you know what? I'm really happy about it. Loud Hailer. While this model is leading a unit, that unit... Okay, that's okay. While this model is leading a unit, each time this model unit performs an act of faith, miracle dice used for it is changed to 6. That's pretty good, but I think the other character is better. This character is good. Hey, we even have a preacher. Holy crap, look how old that model is. He's got a little flamer. That's pretty interesting. He's got his chainsword. And he's got a shotgun. Holy shit, it's Hobo with a shotgun again. Okay. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the wound roll. Fuck, that's good. Once per battle in the fight phase, this model can use this ability. If it does so, until the end of the phase, improve the strength and attack characteristics of melee weapons equipped by this model by 2. That's not really that good because he's not really going to be doing anything. Is it 4-up Invo save? I like how this jackass could have a 4-up Invo save for carrying a Rosarius, while a fucking Inquisitor can't, even though they have the Rosarius. You could throw him with Arc of Flagellants. Or Crusaders. Okay, so he's not bad if he joins those 2 squads. Okay. And now we get to the meat and potatoes, the Sacrosancts. Because apparently everything wants to lead these. Holy crap. They're good. Okay, so I have to crack my knuckles. Alright. Hand flamers, plasma pistol. Okay, Halberd. The Halberd is still 1 damage, but it's strength 5. Okay, no, that's not bad. That's not bad. Used to be a bit stronger, but that's okay. AP minus 2, 1 damage. It's not great. The mace is strength 4, AP minus 1. They took a bit of a hit to their strength. Or did they? No, I think they did, because I remember the Spear of the Faithful being strength 6. And I remember... the halberds wounding a lot easier, and these were wounding on 3s. Overall, still not bad. They get a decent number of attacks with them, so there's 20 attacks, assuming there's... Yeah, 10 in the unit. That's 18 attacks, and then 3 attacks with the spear. That's not bad. While the Canoness or Palatine or Junith model is leading this unit, attacks targeting this unit subtract 1 from the wound roll. That's really good. They have a 3+ save. Okay. Let's see what options they can get. They all have halberds by default. Halberd can be replaced with 1 Spear of the Faithful, which you want to do. You can take an Inferno Pistol. Any number can switch to halberd with a mace. They don't have too many attacks anymore. And it's only 1 damage each. This whole army led me up to this, and I really thought they would have 3 attacks each. And I don't think anything gave them more attacks, but you can give them devastating wounds. I don't know. I'm torn on them. They're really good. Don't get me wrong. -1 to wound, 4+ invulnerable save. Really good. What does the Palatine add again? Because I gotta see that. I remember the Palatine being, like, better than the Canoness. Yeah, Palatine. Gives them lethal hits. Lethal hits on them is really good. Okay, but what does the Canoness give? Can reroll hit rolls. I think I'd rather them exploding on 6s than, or auto wounding on 6s than re-rolling to hit, if that makes sense. Reroll is good, but just getting those guaranteed hits, and I think they're hitting on what? 3s? So 2s if one dies? Honestly, not bad. I think they're good. I think they're good. I was expecting a bit more though. Let's see. Leader, 5+ feel no pain for the unit that she's leading. Sacred Healer, at the end of your movement phase, select one friendly Adeptus Sororitas infantry character unit within 3 inches of this model. That unit regains up to 3 lost wounds. Okay. That's not bad. It's really not bad. There's no way to improve invulnerable saves in this edition. It's kind of big. So she's gonna give a 5+ feel no pain, and you're probably gonna throw that in your Retributors or something. You want that in the back. The Dogmata. I love the Dogmata. Bolt Pistol, Mace of the Righteousness. Strength 5, AP -1. Okay. While a friendly unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time a battle shock or leadership test is taken, subtract 1. Alright, not great. While this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the objective control. Oh, Dogmata's out. Yeah, she's a Dogmata, alright. I think I'll pass. Paragon Warsuits. Now, from what I heard, these things are actually insane this edition. Toughness 6. I was hoping for 7, but you know what? I can't. Beggars can't be choosers. So they still have their bolt pistols for some reason. They have the heavy bolter, the Ministorm heavy flamer, multi-meltas, the Paragon grenade launcher. Yeah, they don't have missiles. They have the grenade launcher. Strength 9, AP -2, D3 damage. And since we don't have the Holy Trinity anymore, it makes more sense to equip them with the grenade launchers. Paragon Storm Bolters. Okay, and then the Warblade is Strength 6, AP -2, 2 damage with 4 attacks, or 3 attacks with their mace. Ooh. This unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which they fell back. So that's good. They can fall back, blast the ever-living shit out of it, and then charge back into it and wipe it out. Or blast the shit out of the thing that they just assaulted last turn, kill it, and then assault something else. They have a 4+ invo save. Paragon Warsuits are pretty good. 4 wounds each. Can they get up to 6 in a squad? No. Fuck me. God, they just up their number to 6 and they'll be really good. Just also make them cheaper. Okay, so any number of models can each have their storm bolters replaced with grenade launchers. Sorry. Multi-meltas is what you're gonna take. And maces or swords. It really depends on what you need to kill. Strength 12. This is your only instance of Strength 12 that you so far have. So Paragon Warsuits are going to kind of run up with you. Repentia squads. Hey, they finally put the Mistress back in there. And I don't care what they're calling her. That's the Mistress of Repentance. Okay, she has 1 wound, and they only have 1 wound each. She has a bolt pistol, Nero whips, anti-infantry 4+. It's actually not a bad weapon, funny enough. Penitent Eviscerator is Strength 6, AP -2, 2 damage, hitting on normal, hitting on force. You can up that to a 3+ if one of them dies. Feel no pain 5+, which is really good. Overseer, while this unit contains a Repentant Superior, each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit roll, and if this unit made a charge move this turn, you can reroll the wound roll. Well, Repentia, you seem to be the best unit in the fucking book again. But it's only 20, maybe 20 attacks. 9 to 18 attacks with them. Okay, that's not bad, because they're going to be attacking no matter what, even if they die. So honestly, pretty good. By pretty good, I mean these girls are you're going to be running running them. Yeah, they're good. Crusaders, look at this guy. I always thought this was like his underjaw and this was like his eye up here, but it's not. This is the helm head right here, and then he has a thing on top of his head. He just has a power weapon and a 4-up invo save. Look at that. He's better than an Inquisitor. He actually is better than an Inquisitor. Only 2 attacks. How many in the unit? 6. That's pretty good. While a missionary or preacher model is leading this unit has feel no pain 4+ against mortal wounds. I was about to say if fuck, he's gonna be really good. Or they're gonna be really good. Yeah. Alright. So then we have the Death Cult Assassin. So I was wrong in my last video. I thought the Death Cult Assassin was gonna be gone. 7-inch movement. Death Cult Power Blades is pretty decent. 4 attacks with them. I'm assuming 6 in the squad. 6 in the squad. Okay. Each time this model in this unit makes an attack that targets a character unit, reroll wound rolls of 1. Do they have Deep Strike or anything? Acts of Faith. Fights first. Okay. Alright, that's actually not bad. 4 attacks each, 6 of them. That's 24 attacks. Probably going to be dirt cheap with a 5-up invulnerable save. No way to get them there, though. I guess you could throw them into a transport. They're not bad. Dominions. Dominions actually got worse because they lost the combi weapon. But we'll see if they're actually bad. So they do have this scout 6 inches, which is really good. They have a cherub. You can reroll advanced rolls made for this unit. Okay. Which is good because you're going to have melta-guns with assault. So you're going to want to advance. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're going to want to take a simulacrum with them. Just an extra sister with it. Let's see. They're now locked to 10 woman units. Okay. The Dominion Superior's bolt gun can be replaced with one of the following. You can get an Inferno pistol. So if you get within 6 inches, you get an extra melta-gun. You're probably going to take a combi weapon, though. She can take a power weapon. Up to 4, and I'm gonna point this out. They can duplicate. I was wrong in my last video. Alright, so you're gonna take the melta-gun because your Artificer Crafted Stormbolter is actually now just kind of garbage. Rapid Fire 2 and Assault. So you do get 4 shots, and it is Assault, which is kind of cool, so you can run with it. And it is still 2 damage, so it's not a bad bolt gun. Like, you'll get lucky and kill a few guys with it. The Dominion equipped with 1 bolt gun can be equipped with the Simulacrum. Okay, so not bad. Just, yeah, they're not bad. You reroll advanced rolls made for this unit. I like them. I think they're just as effective as they were. Then we got the Seraphim. Let's see. In your shooting phase, after this unit has shot, if it's not within engagement range of any enemy unit, it can make a normal move up to 6 inches. If it does, holy shit, you can run right behind cover. Although you're right next to the unit. But you could just blast something with 4 Inferno pistols and a plasma pistol and then just rock it away. And they have a 5+ info save. Overall, they're pretty good. I like them. I think they're good. You can toss Celestine in there and make them move extra, but then they can't charge. Conundrums. So they can be up to 9, 2 bolt pistols, and a close combat weapon. The Seraphim Superior's 2 bolt pistols can be replaced with the following. Plasma pistol and power weapon is one of them. For every 5 in the unit, up to 2 can replace their 2 bolt pistols with 2 Inferno pistols. So you take 4 Inferno pistols. 2 girls with 2. I like them. Can they deep strike? Yes, they can. Deep strike on an objective. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. I like Seraphim. I always think that they were good. Like they are just really good. You could also just take a Ministorum Hand Flamers, flame a unit, and then just jump away. But I don't think it's good. Deep strike, hit something, then move on to an objective. Ooh, that's actually really good. All right, Seraphim. Seraphim are really fun. They only have a 5-up invo save now, so we do have to be careful with that. Bolt pistol, plasma pistol, power weapons. 3 attacks each, so they're pretty good. Strength 4, AP -2, only 1 damage. Fuck. I was kind of hoping for the 2 damage, but, you know, it's what it is. Each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, if the unit made a charge move this turn, add 1 to the strength. Ooh! Well, that's pretty good. You can reroll advances and charges made for... Yeah, made for the unit. I'm guessing they have Deep Strike, so you can Deep Strike them away, Deep Strike them down, and then charge, which is pretty decent. You can throw Celestine in there. You're going to throw Celestine into here and just run into something and try to chop it to pieces. Alright, Retributors. I fucking hate this miniature so much. I hate that GW can't give us attractive sisters. What sucks is there is an attractive sister right here. Like, look, you did it. Stop this. This is hideous. Fuck, I hate it. Anyway, Retributors. We know what weapons they have. Cherub, we got that already. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. Damn, I was really hoping for more. I was really hoping for them to have the same ability as the Space Marine Melta Rifle Squad, which name I can't remember. The Eradicators. But they don't. Is that really all they have? Each Retributor is equipped with a heavy bolter, and they're locked at 5. Wait, how do you take the... Oh, you can take a simulacrum with them. Okay. I mean, they're good. They're still good. Like, they're great. But with Multi-Meltas only having an 18-inch range and hitting on 4s... Holy crap, they're... I don't want to say they're bad, but I don't think I'm going to take them. Okay, then we got Mortifiers. Okay. Heavy Bolter, Mortifier, Flamethrower, which is Strength 5. Penitent Buzzsaw. Oh, they're only Strength 10. Oh, damn. I thought these guys were going to be Strength 12. 4 attacks or 8 attacks with the flails, which honestly I would take the 4 strength 10 because this is like, you need that strength 10 to take down vehicles. Deadly Demise, Feel No Pain 5+. Do they have any other rules that I missed? No. Okay. Let's see. Anguish of the Unredeemed. Each time this unit makes a charge move until the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by this model have the sustained hit 5. Okay, so if you do... I don't think I would Twin Link them, but they don't give extra attacks either, so you might as well Twin Link them. Oh. God damn, this is okay. I think I would do 1 and 1. Unless I was doing... No. Ugh. I guess I would just do the same weapon both times, just to get that twin linked. Sustained hits 1 is pretty good. The bearer's saving characteristic of 3+. Wait, why even have this? That's stupid. You're dumb. I hate you. 2 per unit now because, yeah, they were gearing up for this for a while. One model can be equipped with that. Oh, dear gods, they're fucking bad. Okay. Alright, what's your toughness? T6. Alright. Yeah, you're okay. And then the Penitent Engine, toughness 6, movement 8. Deadly Demise, Feel No Pain 5+. No invulnerable save. This unit is eligible to declare a charge in which it advances. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It can't make a turn 1, but it can probably make a turn 2 if it lives. Only has 5 wounds each, and I think there's, what, 2 in a squad? Yeah, 2 in a squad. Ridiculous. Let's see. Their Flamethrower is Assault, Torrent, Ignores Cover, and Twin Linked. The Penitent Buzzsaw is Sustained Hits 1, which makes it better than the other one. 4 attacks. Only 2 damage. If you take it, you get sustained hits and twin linked. So you might as well take it to get twin linked, I guess. Whew, I don't like the Penitent Engines. I guess it depends on their point cost, because if they're cheap, they're really good. If they're as expensive as they are now, I don't think they're worth it anymore. Not in a squad of 2. In a squad of 2, they're too easy to kill. Okay, so we have the Exorcist, which is toughness 10. 10-inch movement, so you're not really getting away from it. Exorcist, where's the rockets that we like? They're strength 10. Heavy and indirect, so it's ignoring that. Only AP minus 2. D6. Honestly, really, really, really good. D6 plus 2, strength 10, AP minus 2, D6 wound weapons. The Exorcist is going to be your anti-tank. I had a feeling they were going to up this thing. So the Exorcist is amazing. I really, really, really like the Exorcist. Mobile Shrine, Aura. While a friendly Adeptus Sororitas infantry unit is within 6 inches of this model, improve their leadership by 1. Well, okay, that's pretty good. And then it actually has an armored track, which isn't too bad. Alrighty. And then we have the Castigator. So I was wondering how they go. Holy shit. Nope, that's that. The Castigator Battle Cannon. Ignores cover, blast. D6 plus the strength 3, AP, strength, ballistic skill 3 plus, strength 10, AP minus 1, 3 damage. The Castigator kinda sucks. Well, it's got blast. Castigator autocannon is bad. Why minus 1? That's so bad. Okay, maybe it has something over here that makes it AP minus 3. Because otherwise, this thing is not worth taking. And I have 3 of them. Each time this model makes an attack with the Castigator autocannon that targets an enemy infantry unit, you can reroll the hit roll. Okay. Each time this model makes an attack with its Castigator battle cannon that targets an enemy monster or vehicle unit, you can reroll the hit roll. After this model has shot, select one enemy unit that was hit by the Castigator autocannon or battle cannon this phase. That unit must take a battle shock test. I mean, a much better weapon, shorter range, versus a kind of shitty weapon. Like, let's face it, you're making 4-up saves half of the time, but each one is killing somebody. But then again, each one of those might be killing somebody. I think the Castigator is not as good. The Rhino. The Humble Rhino. I love you. Look at you. Deadly Demise 3 plus firing deck 2. You can fire 2 melta-guns out of you. Self-repair. Look at you go. Stormbolter and a Hunter-Killer Missile. Which, if the Hunter-Killer is free, you take a Hunter-Killer Missile. How much can it transport? It just says transport, but... Okay, here it is. 12. It cannot transport jump pack models or the Triumph of St. Catherine. Yeah, I guess it can't fit it. Transport capacity of 12. So yeah. Alright, that's not bad. And then we have the Immolator. So, Twin Multi-Melta. Oh, I was really hoping these Multi-Meltas would be a little bit stronger. Like, I was really hoping it would be Immolator Twin Multi-Melta. But it's kind of... I mean, it's Twin Link, though. So that's pretty good. I think this is okay. I think it being twin linked is good. This model has a transport capacity of 6, can transport jump pack or... Yep. At the start of the declare battle formation step, you can select one Battle Sister, Dominion, or Novitiate squad from your army, and if you do so, that unit is split into 2 units, each containing as equal number of models as possible. When splitting a unit this way, make a note of which models from each of the 2 units. One of these embarked and the other can... Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's... Wait, what models can do that? The Dominion squad. You can take the melta-guns with you and leave the other ones behind. That could be spicy. That could be really spicy. I like that, actually. I really like that. Do they count as 2 separate units? Start embarked within another transport. The other unit can start the battle embarked within another transport. Uh-huh. That's really good. That's... Oh, immolators. Immolators are sick. Stop it, cat. My cat's being dumb. Okay, immolators, insane. I really like immolators. I like it for this ability. I like it for the ability to split units. That's really good. Oh, I like that. Okay, so Archiflagellants, they can move 7 inches, which is pretty good. Toughness 3, 7 up save, 2 wounds each. Ooh, spicy. Feel no pain 4+, 4 attacks at strength 5. Yeah. Each time this unit is selected to fight, you can choose to invoke the Extremis trigger word. If you do, then until the end of the phase, Archiflagellant Archiflails, equipped by models in this unit, attack characteristics of 6, and the hazardous ability. Oh. Ooh. So you're hitting 3 times with each one of them. How many do you have in a squad? 10. That's 30 attacks that are going to hit. Strength 5, you're wounding on 3s, which means half of your attacks are going to... or more than half of your attacks are going to hit. So that's like... 15 point... I always forget it with a 0.7. But you're going to get 15 wounds on average with them. And then it's just armor saves. No, honestly, I like them. Oh, and it's twin linked. Oh, shit. And it's sustained hits. Ooh. Oh, shit. These guys might be baller. Holy crap. I might need to rebuild my Archiflagellants. And then we have the armory. And then this hideous piece of artwork that I never liked. Anyway. What other abilities did they? They just have the activate. They're really good. Oh, you could build a tasty list with these. Oh, and let's see. For battle line units in this army that a Inquisitor can join. Let's see. It's probably just going to be Battle Sisters. So... And I don't know if you can join a... Extend out battle line. I don't know if you can join an Inquisitor to a unit that has a character attached to it. It doesn't say that it can't. Actually, it might say that it can't. Where is it? Oh god, I opened too many things. I don't know which one's which. Ah! I think I exited out. Yes, I did. Where is it? Imperial Agents. Let's see if I can find it. My computer's having like a heart attack. Okay. Also, go watch the video on this. Once it decides to load. This guy is insane. I am taking him with almost every list. I gotta sculpt a female version of him. Because it's going with my sisters. And sisters are stupid. Let's see. Inquisitors. Oh wait, wouldn't it be up at the top? No. No, it'd be down here. I think you have to have an exception then. Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's see what else is battle line in this army. I doubt your battle line. No. Battle line? No. Battle line? No. 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 Nope. Who would guess that Crusaders aren't battle line? Crusaders are pretty good. I really like them. Paragon Warsuits are not battle line. They're still not battle line. The Dogmata, but poor Dogmata. I have 2 of them. They're just gonna sit out collecting dust. Alright, Sacrosancts aren't. Who would have guessed? I'm mostly just looking to see if neophytes are. I hate how slow this is loading. Hey, Novitiates. Oh, they're not battle line. What? The hell? They're not battle. Why aren't they battle line? Oh, that's stupid. So only Battle Sisters. Which I guess isn't bad. Okay. So yeah, Sisters of Battle are going to be farming like Miracle Dice and just shooting like absolute mad ladies. I can't wait to try this out. I have a list in mind, and I think it's going to be Morvenn Vahl, 3 Paragon Warsuits, just as her bodyguards, Celestine with a unit of Seraphim, a Palatine with a unit of Sacrosancts, a preacher, not a preacher, the other one, the flagon preacher with a unit of Sacrosancts, another unit of Sacrosancts with something else, and like 30 Repentia, and just a bunch of rhinos and immolators. And that's going to be my whole list. Oh, and 2 units of Battle Sisters. I got to test this out. I got to check it. I can't wait to play this. And I am glad to be wrong for once. This was great. I am happy. If you guys know any other crazy combos in here, please let me know. If I got anything wrong, just let me know. But be polite. I am very sensitive. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this army. And yeah, I am excited. I have so many things I want to try. All right, as always, Norn Queen Alexis. Love you guys. Bye.